Okie dokie, wonderful. So good morning, good morning. Let's start by taking the hands into the heart center and we will chant Om 3 times. So as ever, at the moment, everything we do, particularly in our yoga practice or our sort of personal practices, let's make them really, really intentional. Morning, Jenny. Really intentional. So when we chant our Om, again, it's this acknowledgement of our space, using the sound. So remember, sound is really powerful, particularly for healing. So using the idea, if you like, of that resonance and vibration of the sound to move into the body and into your space. So it's like you're intentionally casting a space around you which is positive, and it lifts you up out of your sort of everyday experience, if you like. So let's inhale. Om. And again. Om. And one more time, inhaling. Now just let your hands come down into your lap. And we're just going to sit for a moment or two, just to allow ourselves to settle, allow our energy to settle. And to cast an eye over the body. So take a moment to scan down from your head to your toes and just noticing how each part of the body is feeling today. If there are any aches or pains, if there's any areas that are a little bit delicate, maybe you've had, bad back or something, just noticing, observing how those areas are, just so that we start with a real kind of knowledge of where we begin our practice. So you're observing your body, noticing, does it feel tight? Does it feel tired? Does it feel heavy? No judgment, doesn't matter, but just observing. How is your energy now, your general energy level? If I asked you to run sort of down the road and back, would you sort of immediately jump up and leg it down the road? Or would you be like, oh God, no. So just noticing. And then observing your mind and your thoughts. Do you get a sense of your thoughts jumping around? Or are you quite able to slip into your quietened position of just listening? Are you feeling distracted? And again, it's just a matter of observing that, noticing it, and then putting it to the side to a degree. All right, good. And then when you're ready, you're just going to open your eyes. That's it, lovely. So, 21st of November, we're on the transition today between the sign of Scorpio and the sign of Sagittarius. We're moving to Sagittarius, I believe, this afternoon. The 21st November also marks a moment where the constellation of Pleiades is the highest, at its highest point for the year. And this is connected to those energies around the sort of Halloween moment. So it's that kind of death rebirth moment, transformation moment. So that's not an interesting thing, just to have in the back of our minds. But what I really want to focus on today is this watery energy of Scorpio moving into the fiery energy of Sagittarius. Now there's Sagittarius, I don't know if anyone is Sagittarius in this meeting here, but Sagittarius is the fire sign, it's the third of the fire signs, and the depiction of Sagittarius is of the centaur, which is half man, half horse, with his arrow. And he is aiming his arrow, and I've just found out through a website that some of you may have, or a newsletter actually, which I get, I know Marianne does, called Forever Conscious, and some of you might be interested in looking at it. But anyway, the arrow here that he's pulling is aimed back at Scorpio, at the constellation of Scorpio, and the arrow is aiming for the heart of Scorpio, and it's this star called Antares, and Antares is a star associated with this kind of human experience of deep feeling and sadness and pain. Okay, now he's turning back to look at it and he's aiming at it, and I think it's really interesting now, because as we hurtle towards the end of the year, and you know, we can all agree it's been a year like no other, and there's a lot of interesting astrological events coming up, particularly culminating in the 21st, the solstice. But as we're hurtling towards this sort of moment in December, it's a good opportunity now for us to observe and notice what has come up for us individually and us as a collective over this year. And a lot of that, I believe, is held in this heart of Scorpio, because Scorpio is very much associated with that which has been buried and hidden and secrecy, and that's all been coming up. It's been coming up for us individually and, as I say, as a collective. So, but the interesting thing is, as we move into Sagittarius, we're moving away from it and we're turning to look at it, and we are getting our arrow to go straight in on it. So what I believe that we can use this for is to, and it's a fire sign, so it's a warm sign, yeah? So I think we can use this in a really positive way. It's kind of like, I observe some of the things that have come up for me in this last year. I notice when my very human experience of sadness, anxiety, depression, whatever it may be, so it's not a judgment call, this is human behavior. So I observe where that's come up in the last year. And now I can take that with my arrow, I can aim directly at it, and I can move forward, and I can move forward with the heat and with the overview of Sagittarius, because Sagittarius is the last of the fire signs. It's not like Aries. Aries, you know, sparks. Aries is the one who gets the match, lights the match, throws it on the bonfire, and buggers off. That's Aries, and I love Aries, but it is a very kind of like so much energy, so much passion, but I'm not going to stay for the end of it, you know. Whereas Sagittarius has been through all that, and he's the overview. He's the adventurer. He's the or she, you know, the one with the kind of the world view. So this is like the culmination. This is like, I can take all this information and all these things we've been through, and I can sort of make into wisdom now, rather than knowledge, we can make into wisdom. So anyway, as we move through this session, this is what I want to focus on, these two energies, water, fire. First thing we're going to do, make sure you're comfortable. You might want to change your legs the other way. Just going to do a short breathing practice. So what you're going to be doing is your hands are like this, then your thumb's going to come in. As you inhale, so the hands can be on your legs like this. As you inhale, your fingers are going to come in and they're going to circle the thumbs, and then you're going to hold the breath, and you're going to just internally chant the mantra Om 7 times. So as you hold it, Om, 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 om. 7. And then you're going to open the palms, open the thumbs, exhale. And when you do that, so this is a releasing, so associated with the water element in the body, the kidneys, the bladder, and it's when we open the hands, it's like we're letting go of all that anxiety, depression, etc. So the inhale, we hold it, and then we exhale, let it go. And we're using the divine sound of Om to kind of alchemize it. All right, so we're going to do it 7 times total. So sitting up nice and tall. All right, good. So the thumbs are coming in. So you take a slow inhale. So I'll talk you through the first couple. So as you inhale, the fingers are coming over. Slowly inhale. Then you hold your breath, and I will do the first oms. Om, 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 om. And then as you exhale, you're going to open up the hands and the thumbs. Slowly exhale. And then thumbs come in again. Inhale. The fingers are coming over. Nice and slow. When you hold the breath, om, 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 om. And then you exhale and open it all up again. So we've done 2. I want you to do 5 more yourself. So the chanting is done internally. And if you can listen to that sound in the right ear. When you open your palms, really open them. It's like I'm letting go of any of those frustrations, difficulties, anxieties that I may have been holding or carrying. And the month of Scorpio, or the period of Scorpio, it can be intense. You may have experienced some intense feelings, but that's not bad, it's good. It's good, because as long as you are feeling and letting those feelings run through your body, you're actually processing them, and then they lose their power. As soon as you try to avoid them or hold them back, they have a lot more power. All right, lovely. And when you've finished, you're just going to bring your hands into your heart center. This is called the Tse mudra, TSE. It actually seems to be more of a Chinese or Taoist mudra. Lovely. All right, perfect. And then we're just going to release the arms. Okay, maybe just have a little bit of a shake out. So that is associated with the watery elements. The watery elements. The deep, emotional lagoon. All right, good. And then we can just take the legs out and shake the legs a little bit. So what we're going to do, so we were focusing on the number 7, and that's another thing that I just wanted to bring our attention to. So we had 7 in that practice, but also we're on the 21st, there were 3 7s in 21. 7 is the number, again, of, it's actually the number of connection, of spirituality, of upliftment, of intuition. It's the 7th chakra, which is the crown chakra. So 7 is, and again, it's kind of an adventurous sort of number as well. So you're going to sit back at the back of your mat. We're going to do a few rounds of our wave. In fact, we're going to do 7 rounds. We're going to stick with 7. So it's almost like as we move into this Sagittarius energy, which is the adventurer as well, we want to kind of move into that with this maybe higher knowledge that we're gaining as we go through this process, this massive learning process that we've been through this year. So you're sitting at the back of your mat. We're going to inhale here, exhale. We're just going to come over onto all fours. So let's slowly do it. So we're going to keep the wrists underneath the shoulders. We're going to lower the hips down. We're going to lift the chest and look up as you inhale. And then exhale, you're going to come back. You're going to slide back. And then inhale, you're going to come up. Let's come back up onto the knees. Open the chest and look up. And then exhale, you're going to come back down. So onto the hands onto the mat. You're going to slide forward again as you did. Drop your head. Lift your chest. Look up. Exhale, come back, inhale, lifting up, opening the chest, looking up. So we're just going to do this, do it a couple of times just as is, so in that manner. And then as you start to warm up a little bit more, you can, of course, start to add a little bit more to it. So you can maybe think about coming back into a little bit more of a back bend. So of course you can sit back on your heels, take your hands behind you and lift up here if you want to, so you could do that. That's it. We're on about number 4 now. Just coming backwards and forwards. And then when we get to 7, when we've got to 7, we're going to start adding in some downward dogs into this. When you come up, maybe you want to just take your arms, circle your arms a couple of times. That's it. So it's really just about loosening up. That's it. Good. All right. I think one more for me, and I'm on number 7. So let's just meet at the back of your mat, sitting at the back of the mat. That's it, lovely. Let's inhale, lift the shoulders, exhale, roll them back and down. Then let's inhale, lift the shoulders up, exhale, forwards and down, lovely. And then let's take the arms behind a bit, so we're going to go and whoosh up. So the whole idea with this wave is that it's a watery sequence. We want to really find flow in breath. So take the arms back, and then as you inhale, let's whoosh up. Inhale, exhale, take the hands down. Inhale, travel forward, exhale, lower, so down as you did. Now you might want to take your knees off the floor into more of an upward dog, see how it feels. And then exhale, let's come back, turn the toes under. Let's slide back for a moment before you go into down dog, so you get that stretch in your toes, the back of your toes. Take a breath or two. So nice long inhale, long exhale, ujjayi breath. If it feels okay for you to do that, stay then up into downward facing dog. Walk out your feet, your legs. That's it, lovely. Stretching out the spine, maybe nodding the head a couple of times as well. And then lowering your knees back down. Let's come back, inhale, lift up, open the chest, open the heart, look up. And then exhale, let's come forwards again. Inhale, exhale back into your upward dog, lift the chest, the heart. Exhale, maybe come straight back this time into your downward facing dog. Lovely. So really thinking flow in this sequence here. Lowering the knees down, sliding back. Inhale, let's lift the arms up. Exhale, let's all come back down onto our knees. Take the hands behind us. Palms on the floor, fingers facing forwards. Inhale, let's lift up a little bit. Lift the chest, the heart. That's it. And then exhale, let's lower back down. Inhale, so again, whooshing up. Inhale like the crest of a wave. Exhale, coming forwards. That's it. Into your up dog. Exhale, flipping over the toes into downward dog. Very nice indeed. Very nice indeed. And then lowering the knees back down. Inhale, let's come up, open the chest. Exhale, we're just going to do one more with the hands, the fingers facing forward, lifting up, lifting the thighs, good. Drop the shoulders, lovely. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands down onto the floor, into your upward dog. And then exhale into downward dog, stay in downward dog. Walk out a little bit. Good. Now what we're going to do is inhale, take the right leg up. And then exhale, bring the foot between the hands, lower the left knee down. Inhale, we're going to reach the arms up, open the chest, look up. Exhale, we're going to bring the hands back down, bring the right foot back into downward dog. So inhale, left leg up. Exhale, bring it through, lower the right knee. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, bring them back down. Take the leg back. So just do this. So we've done that 2 times, and 1 each side. So number 3, inhale, right leg up. Exhale, coming through, lowering the knee. Inhale, arms up, crescent moon. Exhale, take it down. And back. Number 4, left leg up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, open the chest. And exhale, bring it down. Bring the leg back. Good. One more time either side. So inhale, right leg. Exhale. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Left leg up. Exhale. Inhale. Wonderful. Exhale. So we've done 6. Taking that leg back, so back into downward facing dog. Just take the hips from side to side. Good. Now let's bring the right leg forward, so straight through, knee down. So this is number 7, taking the arms up. This time we're going to stay there. We're going to lift and open the chest and the heart. That's it. Good. Drop the shoulders, keep the belly drawn back towards the spine. Beautiful. Now exhale, let's lower the hands down. Bring that right foot back. Stretch the hips back. Good. And just move the hips from side to side a few times. All right, lovely. Now let's take the left leg through. Inhale, right knee down. Take the arms up again, lift up and open. Again, we're going to wait here in the pose now. That's it, lovely. Maybe sinking down a little bit more. Perfect, and then exhale. Let's lower the hands down. We're going to take the left foot back into downward dog. Now let's walk the hands into the feet. Hanging down, so in a forward bend, take hold of your elbows. Notice and check that your back is okay. If you need to bend your knees, please bend the knees. Relax the head, relax the neck. That's it. So in your Uttanasana, forward bend, hanging forward bend. Long inhale and long exhale. Good. Now from here, release the hands. You're going to walk your hands forwards. So pad along your mat again. This time you're going to come into a plank position. So make sure your legs are nice and strong, thighs strong, heels are moving back, hands are pushing into the floor, belly's drawn back towards the spine. Well done. And we're just going to stay here for a few breaths. That's it. Wonderful. Fantastic. Now exhale. Let's lower the knees down, tops of the feet down. Then drop the hips, slowly drop the hips. And then bend your elbows and let the whole body come down onto the floor. Onto the floor. Now let's take the arms by our sides with the palms facing up. We're going to go into Shalabhasana, the locust pose. So forehead down on the floor, and as you inhale, we're going to lift the head, lift the arms, lift the legs, lift your gaze, look up towards the sky. That's it, beautiful. Maybe see if you can come up a little bit higher. Perfect. Exhale, lower yourself back down. Take a nice deep, full breath. And then let's come up again. Inhale, let's lift up again. Lift the chest and the heart. Soften the jaw. Well done. Exhale, let's lower back down. Again, take a nice full deep breath. Full deep breath. Wonderful. And then let's inhale, let's come up again. Lift the chest, shoulders back. Well done. Exhale now. Let's take the hands either side of your chest, elbows clamped in. Inhale into your cobra, and then exhale, tucking the toes under, sliding back again just to get that nice stretch. And then let's come up into downward dog. Well done. And from our downward dog, we're going to walk our hands back in towards our feet like we did before. And this time you can take hold of your big toes or hands on the legs, whichever works best. So if you're wrapping your big toes, first two fingers meet your thumbs, they connect, make a join, symbolizing unity. Inhale, look up, lengthen, drive the shoulders back. Exhale, take the elbows out to the sides, belly drawn back and up. Excuse me. Lower yourself down, chest in towards your thighs. That's it. On the exhale, maybe seeing if there's a little bit of easing, a little bit of dropping into the stretch a bit more. Just working with that exhalation. Excuse me, I have a tickle. All right, brilliant. Okay, releasing the toes. We're going to come forwards again. So padding forwards back into your plank pose. We're getting a little bit of strength here. That's it, good. All right, lovely. Now we're going to lower ourselves down. So we can go down through Chaturanga Dandasana. So that is to hover. So the elbows are coming back, not out to the side like a contemporary push-up. Contemporary? So that makes sense, a usual push-up. So elbows come in, back in towards you, move forward a bit and you hover. If you can, just see, maybe for a moment, see if you can hover off the floor and then come down, and then come down. That's it, all the way down. So you're on your tummies. You're on your tummies. All right, now hands by your sides. Inhale, let's come through into Cobra. Exhale, move back. And once we've gone here into Downward Dog, and then from Downward Dog, we're going to take the right leg up. So inhale, take that right leg up, stretch it up. As you exhale, let's point the toes. As you inhale, let's flex the foot. As you exhale now, let's take the knee between the hands. That's it. Back leg is straight. Knees off the floor, so you're in a high lunge. Fire that back heel away. Let's take the left hand down onto the floor. Let's open up, right side, gaze up towards your hands. Keep your right knee moving as though in towards your body so that you are nice and strongly positioned. So you don't want to let the knee come out to the side. You don't want to put any strain on the knee. So the knee, if anything, moves in towards you. Well done. Now exhale, let's release that back down. Take a big step back into your downward dog. Left leg is coming up, stretching it up. That's it. Exhale, let's point through the toes. Inhale, let's flex the foot. And then exhale, bringing that knee between, hands between, high lunge. Make sure your head isn't dropping down, so you want a nice straight line. That's it. Right hand down, left arm up, gazing up towards your hand. That's it. Check your breath, nice and smooth. Core muscles engaged. Brilliant. Beautiful. Exhale, let's lower that hand down. Come back into your downward dog. And again, we're going to walk the hands back to your standing forward bend. So again, you could take hold of your big toes. Equally, you could take your hands under your feet. You could slip them under your feet. Or you could have your hands on your legs. That's it. Good. Check your breath. All right, perfect. Now to come up, let's take the hands in a downward facing prayer. Soften the knees. Inhale, let's slowly uncurl the spine until we come all the way up to standing. We're going to reach the arms up above our heads. And then we're going to exhale, bring the hands down into the heart center. And take the arms down by your sides. And you're just going to close your eyes for a moment. Turn your palms forwards. Close your eyes. So remembering that this position with the palms wide was what we were moving into when we were practicing Seat Mudra. So that was at the beginning, we were opening the hands every time. So this is a gesture of letting it all go, opening up. Let's connect in on that breath together. Everybody exhale. Let's inhale. Imagine the breath is like fluid, like water. Inhaling. And as you exhale, almost as though you're standing under a shower and it's just this water running down over you. Inhaling. And exhaling, so it's a visual of cleansing, washing, clearing. All right, beautiful. And then let's open the eyes. So let's go into, we'll just go into, I know, a little Buddha balance today. So if you bend your left knee a little bit, you're going to bring your right foot just on top of, above the knee, bending that left leg, the hands into the heart center. If this doesn't work for you, for whatever reason, knees, etc., go into a regular, normal tree pose. So let's come forward as much as you can. That's it, lovely. So it's a decent hip stretch. The foot needs to be flexed. It's very important for the knee. That's it, brilliant. It's the same stretch we get as figure of 4 or eye of the needle. Lovely, now let's inhale, come up. Let's take the arms up. And then let's exhale. Depending on how much strength that you feel you've got at the moment, go straight into tree. If you feel like, actually, I need to bring my leg down for a moment, that's fine. If you're okay taking your foot straight into tree, then do. And let's take the arms up. Pressing the heel into the thigh, again, not on the knee, above the knee or below the knee. Hips nice and open. Fantastic. One more breath. Exhale, lowering it back down. Bring your foot down onto the floor. Bend your knees. Let's come down quite low. Bend your knees. Yeah, that's it. And then let's come up. Let's spring up. Inhale. Little jump. That's it. Exhale. Take the hands into the heart. Let's take the other side. So left foot into your Buddha. So this pose is symbolic, really, of this 7th chakra, the Buddha, enlightenment, or I prefer to think of it as a constant evolution. I'm not sure we ever get to a place of enlightenment. Have enlightening moments. Well done. Beautiful. And then let's see if we can come up and then maybe place that foot into the thigh. Using the breath. Brilliant. Beautiful, everybody. Exhale, take the hands down. Foot onto the ground. That's it. Arms down by your sides. Lift the shoulders a couple of times. Check the body. All right, good. So, place your hands on your belly. I'm going to do a few breaths of breath of fire to stimulate the what's called in Sanskrit Agni. Agni means fire. Agni, internal fire, which helps with the digestion on a physical level, but also the fire. It's the fire in our belly. So we're going to do the breath of fire. Exhale strongly. Inhale, sort itself out. So when you're ready, just join in with me. So the exhale, the belly draws in. And then the inhale just sorts out itself. Imagine, if you will, the flame of Sagittarius around the belly area, around the navel. The fire of the Saggy. You're bringing that into your body, this last part of the year. The fire, the intention. Mars is direct, so it's all moving quite fast now. Brilliant. All right, lovely. Now release that. Take your feet nice and wide. So we're just going to go through a little sequence to embody the Sagittarius, the centaur and the arrow. So we're going to turn the right foot out, the left foot in. So you're going to go into warrior 2 legs, right knee over the right heel. That's it. Okay, so we're going to take the arms out to the sides. I'm going to gaze over the right shoulder. That's it, lovely. So what we're going to do today is we're going to move through a few of these poses on the breath. So if we take the right elbow onto the thigh, so you're going to Parsvakonasana. Okay, so that's the starting pose. Actually, you know what? You might want to watch me first. Let's come up a sec. Sorry, everybody. Come up first and just watch, because it might be difficult for you trying to do it whilst you're watching. So I'm going to start here. So what's going to happen is, as we inhale, first inhale, we go to warrior 2. Second inhale, so you continue to inhale. Remember this version of warrior 2, and this is kind of like the shooting the arrow. So this is an inhale, and then another inhale, hands so into peaceful warrior. So that's all on one breath, one inhale, and then exhale, warrior 2. Okay? So it's inhale, 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 and then exhale. So you're opening your ribs and your lungs, moving through it. All right, so when you're ready, let's bend the right knee. So we're going to start with the elbow on the thigh and the left arm over, Parsvakonasana. All right, so as you inhale, you start to move into warrior 1. So warrior 2. Inhale. Now as you take your next inhale, angle the arms, inhale. One more inhale, back arm down, upper arm over. And then exhale, take the arms so they're level into warrior number 2. And take a full 2 or 3 breaths there. Good. Beautiful. Now let's go back. Elbow onto thigh, arm over. It's exactly the same. Inhale. 2. Inhale, angle the arms. Inhale, hand on the thigh, peaceful warrior. And then exhale all the way to warrior number 2. Drop the shoulders. So I've been here for such a long time, my right thigh is burning. All right, let's come up. So inhale, just for my sake. Exhale, let's turn to the left side. Bend the left knee. So same on the left side. Elbow to the thigh, arm coming over. So remember, you want to really open the chest to half. Lovely. So inhale, 2. Inhale, angle. Inhale, hand on the back leg over. Peaceful, and exhale. All the different aspects, if you like, of the warrior. Lovely. Again, elbow to thigh, right arm over. Inhale. 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 And exhale. Drop the shoulders, gaze over the hand. Beautiful. Long in breath, long out breath. All right, perfect. Now let's come back to center. Inhale. Turn the feet so they're facing forwards. Drop the arms down. Okay, inhale, take the arms out to the side. Exhale, take the hands behind the back, bind the hands. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest, look up. And exhale, let's take the arms over into forward bend. Stretching. That's it, straightening out the elbows if you can, relaxing the head, the neck. You want to bend your knees, feel free. Brilliant. Lower the hands down onto the hips, bending the knees. Inhale, let's come up to center. And exhale, let's lower the arms down. Turn the right foot forwards, left foot in. Good. Bend the right knee. So this time we're going to shoot the arrow, the centaur arrow. So the arms are going to come out. Turn the palms so they're facing forwards. So take an inhale. Now as you exhale, you're going to take your left hand towards the right and turn your hips so they're facing the right. Then you're going to inhale as though you're about to pull an arrow. So inhale, bending the elbow, bringing the fingers together. Inhale, pull it back. And then exhale, we're going to settle here. And gaze towards the right hand. Find that position. Really feel, imagine you could feel that, you know, the pull, if you like, of the arrow as you pull it back. So get that tension in the feeling as you're here. Good. And then as you exhale, let's shoot the hand forward. And then let's open back up. And then let's exhale, take the arms down. Okay, so let's do that again. Inhale, arms out. Exhale, let's turn. Inhale, you're pulling it back. That's it, with intention. Take a breath or two here. Find your aim. What are you aiming at? What do you want to aim at? What do you want to get? Or what's feeling, emotion, you know, what is it you want to get to the heart of? We're aiming for the heart of the matter. Now, as you exhale, let's shoot it forward. That's it. And then inhale. And exhale, lower the arms down. Good. Turn around to the other side. So this is all about intention. Arms out, palms facing forwards. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, pull it back. That's it. So good sort of inhale, big sniff. That's it. Finding your goal. What is it? What is it I want, or what is it I want for the world or the planet? What is that? And then on your next exhale, and you could even do a little clap of the hands. That's it. Inhale and exhale, lower the arms down. Every time you do it, just kind of release a bit. Good. Inhale, arms up. Palms up. That's it. Exhale. Inhale, pull back. That's it. And hold. And hold through your belly as well. Draw your belly in. Be really intentional. I'm going to get whatever this is. And then exhale. Open up. And release. Good. Roll the shoulders a couple of times. Brilliant. Let's walk the feet in. That's it. We might do that another time. I love an archer. All right, well done. Yeah, let's come forward. Let's come forward. Just release, relax the head, the neck, move everything a little bit. That's it. And then from there, let's just come down. Come down to a little squat. Let's take the knees wide squat. Hands in prayer. Use your elbows to push your thighs back a little bit. Lift the chest. A little froggy. Back to the water. Very nice. All right, now let's take the hands onto the floor. Come down. We're going to come down into our backs and we're going to bring the knees in. Have a little rock. Side to side. Well done, everybody. All right, so we're going to just head into a bridge pose. So feet onto the floor, arms by your sides, feet underneath the hips. Outer edge of the feet, nice straight line. Lift your hips up when you're ready. Press the forearms and the palms into the mat. Lift up nice and high. So this bridge, you know, often bridges are go over water. So again, it's moving away, taking distance, but then looking back. It's almost like when we've been through a situation and we've really felt that situation, we're only able to extract the wisdom from it once we've taken a bit of distance. There's that saying which is hindsight is 20/20. It's a bit like that, isn't it? So come down, take a few breaths, and then when you're ready, head back up. Maybe do another 1 or 2 bridges, or 3 bridges if you're heading to London. And then when you've finished your bridges, if you're feeling shoulder standy, feel free to head up into shoulder stand. If you're not feeling quite like you want to do a shoulder stand or you're not quite sure, then maybe you could take your legs up against the sofa or the armchair, or you could just take your legs straight up. That's it. So remember, just be very careful that your neck is nice and straight. You don't move your head around. That's it, lovely. Support well through the hands. Keep the breath nice and slow. Well done, everybody. So once you've completed your 10 to 15 breaths, you can slowly make your way down, or if you want to do any variants, like taking the legs wide, or taking your legs down to plough behind your head. Make sure your hands are on your back until your feet come to the floor. And then once you have finished, you might want to just come into a little twist. So legs over to one side and turning your head to the other with the arms out to the side, just to release the back. And then once you have done that, you're just going to lie yourselves down for Shavasana. And make sure you're warm, comfy. So lying yourselves down. Closing your eyes. Make sure your body feels okay. Make any adjustments you need to. Let your body become heavy. Let your limbs become heavy. Your right leg, your left leg, your right arm and your left arm. Let your spine become heavy and your skull become heavy. Allow your body to drop down into the mat, into the floor. So as I mentioned earlier, the number 7 that we worked with the mudra, we're just going to work with that number now as we relax. So bringing your attention onto your natural breath, we're just going to count 7, inhale, exhale, 6, inhale, exhale, 5. Let your body drop down a little bit more on each count. 4, 3, really heavy, 2 and 1. The whole body very, very heavy. And I want you to imagine that as you hit that 1, you then imagine that you are in the center of a beautiful lotus flower, a rainbow lotus, which represents the 7th chakra, the crown chakra, 1,000-petal lotus of Sahasrara. Absolutely beautiful, luminous, brightly shining. And it's like you could just lie down in the middle of that lotus, that energetic lotus flower of wisdom, intelligence, higher learning, connectivity, quantum. Where you're aware of all the elements having their own job in the universe. The movement of the air, the heat of the fire, the flow of the water, the manifestation and density of the earth, and the bridge or connectivity of the ether. It's where you remember that if this world experience or this experience we were going through now was a jigsaw, we all have our part to play in it. And we are each a part of that jigsaw. And no one is more important or less important than anyone else, but we are equally important. And as this luminous, ecstatic lotus surrounds you, you hear the whispers of an affirmation. I am filled with light, lightness, and divine joy. I am filled with light, lightness, and divine joy. I am filled with light, lightness, and divine joy. All right. Find your breath again. Allow that image to just dissolve. And when you're ready, I'm just going to stretch out, rock over onto one side. And then coming up to sitting. All right, well done everybody. I just picked a couple of cards here, and I'll just be interesting to see if they call to anybody. First card was bee. The animal cards are bee. When the honeybee spirit animal appears to you, it's calling your attention to your everyday miracles. Just look at your honeybee totem, which is so small, it's able to achieve so much. Perhaps you're pushing yourself too hard and failing to appreciate your little achievements and pleasures. It's time to reward yourself for your toils. I think the important part of this is calling your attention to your everyday miracles. What do we have? What can we be grateful for? The everyday. And then the next one I pulled was the unicorn, individuality. Oh, the bee was miracle worker. That's important. Miracle worker. Individuality, magical and majestic. Each unicorn spirit is one of a kind. Unicorn asks you to release comparison and jealousy and see the elegant magic of individuality. Don't be afraid to stand out in the crowd. All right, so there you are. Maybe there's something in there, little gems. Hands into the heart center. I'll do you a card each at some point soon. All right, so let's inhale. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Well done, beautiful people. Well done for being here on a Saturday morning.